I'm a true believer that we all each have our own talents, our own passions, and our own purpose and dreams. There are just some people who are lucky enough and are able to discover it early in life, while others spend their whole lifetime searching for it, while some never do. Hi, my name is Jenika, and my day usually starts off like any other at 5:30 in the morning. I haven't always waken up this early though, nor do I enjoy it all the time. It was actually the opposite. I really fucking hated it. But I hated the feeling of being lazy even more. And honestly, the only thing worse than waking up early is feeling like you're stuck in the same place day after day, repeating the same cycle, knowing you can do so much more but choose not to. I heard this saying once, saying you are what you do repeatedly, and it stuck with me. I figured if I wanted to change my life, I'd have to change what I did every single day. Which is exactly why I decided to start waking up early and working out and adding it to my routine. Not only did it improve my aesthetic physique, but any goal that I set myself for and then achieved it changed my overall mindset. It was a way that proved to myself that I can always push through and do hard things, and it forced me to commit and to show up for myself the next day, even if it can be challenging at times. But you want to know what else I find challenging? My job. When I'm not at the gym, I'm at work, leading my team while operating a $1.3 million restaurant, and sometimes that can be a lot. It keeps me busy, where I spend majority of my time checking emails, paperwork, and running operations. At work, they have a very strong culture revolving around personal development, which is exactly why I think I've been with the company for so long. As long as I can remember, I've always been a conscious kid, being aware of people's body language, environment, finding curiosity in everything, and looking for ways I can improve myself in life. However, having a curious mind can take a toll on you. But when you surround yourself by people who are constantly working on bettering their lives, it gives me some sense of direction and hope to keep going, since it's easy for me to get lost in my own thoughts. It's a constant, ongoing battle that I have in my mind, where I tend to let my mind wander onto new ideas, beliefs, and then get extremely overwhelmed and just shut down. I'm curious to find the meaning behind everything. I have so many thoughts going back and forth inside my mind, yet can't find the right words to express it. As I've grown, I've learned to play different roles. I'm a daughter, sister, boss, friend, and the list goes on. But with all of these roles, sometimes I honestly forget who I actually am. Am I just the sum of other people's expectations, or do I have my own identity buried somewhere underneath it all? For a 22-year-old, I guess I'm doing okay. I've got a solid job, good relationships with family and friends, and I'm even about to buy my first home. By all accounts, I should be happy, but I'm not. I still feel empty, lost, and yeah, sometimes I feel guilty even just admitting it. I've accomplished so many things, have plans for more, yet still feel no sense of accomplishment or fulfillment. I've spent a lot of time reading, watching videos, diving into philosophy, psychology, personal development, and even went on a spiritual retreat. I tried anything that might give me a clue about how to navigate life. When I was younger, I had the dream of picking up a camera and creating something, whether it was funny videos, makeup tutorials, or podcasts. I saw how creating something for the world to see can impact people. It can give them hope, happiness, direction, and make them feel seen. It was something I've always wanted to do for the longest, but somewhere in between, life happened and it's always just been pushed back. I think that's something that's so common that happens, where people have dreams they want to follow but don't end up chasing them. Where you either study a career you don't love to avoid disappointing your parents, you stay in a job that pays the bills, even if that makes you miserable. You bury your best ideas because they never feel good enough, or maybe you're just scared. Here's the most ironic thing though. Even when you know all of this, you still don't do anything about it. You stay stuck, repeating the same cycle. Everyone has their own dreams, their own path. If something's been nagging at you, an idea, a passion, it's already there, waiting for you to do something about it. We all have our own journey to go through. We're born into a world where our past experiences and environment shaped us to who we are today. But it doesn't mean you always have to stay that way. Life's all about growth and constantly evolving. So take a step back. Figure out what kind of life you actually want to live. And if you don't have the answers yet, that's okay. Just take it one step at a time. For me, this past year has been about taking those small steps. Writing down ideas, trying things out, learning from people, and eventually I got here, ready to create something I'm proud of, and ready to share it with the world. Someone once said that discipline was the strongest form of self-love. It's about showing up for yourself even when you don't want to. It's about refusing to settle into the comfort of procrastination or the cycle of doing nothing. Because once you let those things take hold, your days start to blur together, and breaking free feels impossible. But here's what I've learned. It's not impossible. You can break the cycle. You can choose something different. The hardest part is deciding to begin. The rest, that's where the real growth happens. So stop waiting, stop planning endlessly, take the first step. Because once you do, that's when you stop existing and start truly living.
Something bad is about to happen to me.